If you are searching for a new pre-built PC, Skytech is one of the most reliable companies. I have reviewed their systems in the past, and some of their systems have an amazing price to performance, and right now they are running their Black Friday deals. So if you are searching for a pre-built PC that's reliable, then this video is going to be for you. I'll show you the top 5 Skytech pre-built PCs for different budgets, and I will also tell you what you can expect out of each system in case you want to buy one of these PCs. Now, the link to all of these systems will be down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability, and just keep in mind that the Black Friday deals are not going to last forever, so if you see these PCs on a discount, I do recommend you buying as soon as possible. That being said, let's start. With the first system, we have the Skytech Nebula. Now, this one, in my opinion, is one of the best value 1440p gaming systems, especially if you are on a tight budget, and it is the cheapest system with the RTX 4070 graphics card, which is one of the fastest graphics cards for 1440p resolution. Now, sure, it's not the fastest one, but you can expect very high frame rates even on high to ultra settings in high demanding games at 1440p. And then if you want to play esports games, you can expect 240 plus FPS on average in games like CS2 and Valorant. So if you want a 240Hz 1440p monitor and you don't want to spend a lot of money, then this one is the perfect one for you. This PC right now goes for $1,200 because of the Black Friday deal, and it's an amazing price for a PC with the RTX 4070. However, if you have more money to spend, I highly recommend you upgrading to the Skytech Blaze 4. The reason why I recommend you upgrading is because the Blaze 4 has a 4070 Super, which is quite faster than the RTX 4070. You can play any game that you want at 1440p ultra settings with no issues, and by the way, you can also play at 4K if you turn on DLSS quality depending on the exact game and settings, so it's a very complete computer. And on top of that, you get a Ryzen 7 7700X processor, which is much faster than the i5 12400F from the Skytech Nebula. So in terms of CPU demanding titles like esports shooters, you can expect 360 plus FPS, so if you want, you can easily fit a 360Hz 1440p monitor. On top of that, this Ryzen 7 is a much better CPU to pair with the 4070 Super than the 12400F with the RTX 4070. And then with this system, you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is going to be ideal not only for gaming but also for streaming and content creation. So if you're a content creator or you do it on the side, having 32 gigs of RAM is going to be much better than having 16 gigs of RAM. Now, this PC is quite more expensive than the Skytech Nebula at around $1,550, but in my opinion is worth every penny if you're looking for a complete 1440p value system. And if you have even more money to spend and you want to max out the level of gaming performance that you can achieve at 1440p, or maybe you want to play at 4K but you don't want to spend more than $2,000, then the next one is the one that you should be looking for in the Skytech Omega 2. This PC has a Ryzen 7 9700X processor, which is newer than the 7700X, and then you get the RTX 4070 Ti Super instead of the RTX 4070 Super. If you are new to PCs and you don't understand the difference, basically the 4070 Ti Super is faster than the 4070 Super from the last system and also has more VRAM, which is going to be ideal if you want to play at 4K ultra settings in high demanding games. So whether you want a 1440p maxed out experience or a 1440p future-proof system, or maybe you want a 4K system, this PC has it all, honestly, and you get 32 gigs of RAM as well, so it's a very complete system for both gaming, content creation, and also productivity work and 3D rendering. The price for this system is $1,940, which in my opinion is expensive, but it's definitely not as expensive as other systems, and it's a very fair price if you want the RTX 4070 Ti Super to get a maxed out level of gaming performance at 1440p. And I'm talking about over 110 plus FPS in the most high demanding games out there, high to ultra settings. So this is a very nice high-end computer for 1440p that can also run any game at 4K. However, if your main goal is to run games at 4K and you want a high-end 4K computer, I do recommend you spending a bit more and going for this Skytech Prism 3. This one has the RTX 4080 Super, which is a 4K graphics card, and you can expect very high frame rates at both 4K or 1440p resolution in case you have a 1440p monitor and you want even faster frame rates, or maybe you want a system that will last you for a very long time for 1440p, then this is going to be a great choice for you. On top of that, you get an i9 14th gen processor, which is going to be ideal for both gaming but also content creation, especially for content creation. So if you want a more powerful system for just any any task, having this i9 processor is going to make your life much easier. Then you get 32 gigs of RAM and 2 TB of SSD, so you get plenty of storage to install a bunch of games. And the RTX 4080 Super, as I said before, is one of the best graphics cards in the entire market for 4K resolution. It has a very strong level of ray tracing performance as well, if you care about ray tracing. And on top of that, at 4K, you can expect 80 plus FPS on average, and I'm talking about the highest demanding games on high to ultra settings. The price for this system by the time of filming is under $2,500 because of the Black Friday discount, which once again is a fair price considering that you get an i9 14th gen processor alongside the RTX 4080 Super. Definitely not the cheapest system out there, it is still expensive, but if it fits your budget and you're looking for a very powerful gaming PC that can also do other tasks, then this one is going to be perfect. However, it is not the fastest one, and if you want just the fastest level of gaming performance that you can achieve, then the next one is the one for you. But keep in mind that this one is going to be the most expensive system on the list, and I'm talking about the Skytech Eclipse 2. Now, this one is the fastest system that you can get from Skytech. You get an RTX 4090, which is the fastest GPU in the entire market right now, and then you get the Ryzen 7 7800X3D for the processor, which is one of the fastest CPUs in the entire market, and you can expect very high frame rates at any resolution. Whether you have a 1080p, 1440p or 4K monitor, you are going to be achieving the fastest frame rates in the entire market. And if you play esports games, you can max out any monitor refresh rate, whether that's 1080p 540Hz, 1440p 480Hz or 4K 240Hz. So you pick your monitor resolution and refresh rate, and of course you can play the most high demanding latest games on ultra settings without any issues at 4K or 1440p or 1080p. I mean, you get the point. This one is the fastest one and it goes for $3,500 by the time of filming, which is a very high price, but if you have the budget to and you're looking for a very high-end system, then this one is going to be the #1 PC. And in the video description I will be updating these deals in case one of these goes out of stock, and I will also put cheaper deals for under $1,000 and other bonus systems that you can find for different budget and needs. Keep in mind that if you are open to buying from any company, not only from Skytech, then I do recommend you watching my video on the best Black Friday deals for prebuilt PCs from any company for 1080p, 1440p and 4K, all budgets included. You can find that video in the middle of the screen and in the top right corner. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.